Hi guys, it's me, Salagi. There's a fire that I was unaware of right here called the Hawk Fire. It's above LA. It's already up to 400 acres. There is an evacuation order, level 3 go. My goodness. I didn't really get a chance to check it out before I started recording. But why? Okay, let's go look at the camera. I did look at the camera. Hold on. I know, I'm so organized. So what I wanted to see was how close it was to the Palisades and all of that. And it's not like real close. This is the Palisades right here. That's all the burn zone for the Palisades. But it's pretty close to these other areas. Lake Los Angeles. It's basically high desert. It's catty corner from the King Fire, and we were keeping an eye on this one. They do have it some sort of containment. It's okay, 40% contained. It was updated 43 minutes ago, and there's no evacuation orders. It's just a warning still. So there's probably not a whole lot of people living right there, and there was already some burn scars from previous years that we talked about in my other video. And so well, let's go ahead and look at this one real quick. Since we're talking about it, I'd like to see what it was looking like. So that looks way better. I don't know if this is the viewpoint I kind of think it's not where we were viewing before, but you can see the haze from the smoke anyhow. And there it goes, all the beautiful colors of the sunset. The magic hour. Okay, so maybe we need to view this one. Yeah, it looks like this one's probably gonna show some flamage. Possibly, yeah, there's some smoldering. Just one second. I'm gonna go all the way 6 hours back in time in our little time machine. So it does seem like it's on its way out from what I can see from this camera. It's pretty windy still. That's really evident. And there goes. Those are just the cars. I thought it was more flames, but it's the 5. All right. So basically, oh, maybe this one will show us some active fire. Yeah, there's some smoldering. Not too bad. All right. So the King Fire for now appears to be, like they said, the 40% containment. There was a little bit of glow. That might be because of the wind. Now this one is the one that I actually wanted to show you because it's pretty crazy. So we're going back 6 hours. And there it goes. Just billows up. And this is another fire where I'm questioning like what actually started it, because you can see there's no clouds. We haven't had rain or anything for months, and that's not really that unusual, but yeah. So there was that. And let's see, this one's a little bit, oh, the camera's offline. Well, that could possibly be a bad thing. Let's see if the camera, well, this one's there. Wow. I think I saw a helicopter coming out of the smoke. So there's that one. This is the hawk fire. Huh. I'm wondering. Okay, let's view it one more time from this point. I guess maybe all of those lights are residences. Sure is. So there are homes in this area. I would not be surprised if this area is going to be evacuated if it hasn't already. So this is in Antelope Valley, and how weird. I was just watching a documentary last night about the CPS in this area and how terrible it is, and how the kids end up dying by their parents' hand or whatever the situation is, because CPS doesn't want to go up here and they don't want to service this area. So that's really unfortunate. And here is a fire to scare the kids. Really sad. I think the kid's name was Anthony. I can't remember his last name, but he was a little boy, really sweet little boy. I was crying watching this documentary about this little boy and how CPS knew that he was being abused by his mom and his mom's boyfriend that was MS-13 guy. They're both in prison now because there were other siblings that talked about what happened to, they testified about what happened to their brother, and just really sad. And if anyone ever, if any of you are being called to be a foster parent or something like that, and you have a good heart and you love the Lord, please don't hesitate. Go ahead and do it. Open your home to a child that might need to hear about the love of Jesus. And anyhow, some of you might know I did adopt my nephew, my brother's son, and it's been a great experience, and just knowing that he basically came from adversity, right? So I think he's pretty grateful to be at least around family. So he's grown up here in his teenage years with me and my kids. So it's nice, he's still living with us, and he's doing great. He graduated high school and everything. He's got a job, and my son and him get along really well, and they both really hardworking kids. Both of them graduated high school. Okay, so they updated this one. Let's go see. 6% containment. That's a good sign. They gotta do something because it's threatening this neighborhood. So I didn't mean to get off the beaten path, but just in talking about Antelope Valley and how their CPS really sucks, and there's been several kids that have died as a result of not getting the help that they needed. I think we already looked at this camera. So yeah, hopefully they're gonna get this hawk fire in Antelope Valley under control tonight for anybody, before these kids get scared out there. And we did look at this one, or did we? We'll watch it again. I got sidetracked. Very nice. Yep, I remember that sunset. I think we did already watch this one. Mount Emma. So there you have it. 400 acres that in a little bit containment. Did they I don't think they did any evacuation mandatory. I might have missed one or two fires today that were just little tiny ones. I don't usually cover the ones that are, you know, like an acre or two. Sometimes if it's in a neighborhood, then yes, that's because that could turn really scary really fast. Now the Gifford fire is 51% containment. It did jump up a little today, but really hasn't grown much today actually, which I'm grateful for. And there are no cameras pointed towards the Gifford fire right now. They do still have evacuation orders for all of these zones, and then warnings in these zones. So go ahead and I guess we'll end on that note. Since this is such a big fire, it's wonderful to see it fizzling out. Hopefully it'll go away forever. So one thing I did want to add about the Gifford fire is it could possibly, I think there was some solar panel fields involved with that particular fire, if I'm correct in understanding the video that I shared a couple days ago, the channel Hustle, just regarding HARP, Big Bad HARP. So I think that video was talking about this area does have these solar panels, and when those lights were up in the sky, you know, did something. I don't know what, I can't explain. But I thought it was interesting, and if you want to go back to it's like 2 videos back, and check out the video from Hustle, the channel called Hustle. That's a pretty good channel. I mean, if you really want to know about certain weird things going on. But he makes a lot of sense. So look at these. What in the world? I mean, they're pretty spread out, but there's just too much. Just too much. It looks like a lot. It looks like a nest full of foxes. I don't know, guys. I'm being silly. A little bit tired. But I'll let you go, and you guys have a wonderful evening. And keep these people in your prayers with this the hawk fire over in Antelope Valley. And have a good night. Bye-bye.